de las sesiones de este primer día de congreso ha estado relacionada con la chromothrypsis. RHA Profesional ha querido entrevistar a Franck Pellestor, del Hospital Universitario de Montpellier, del Departamento de Medicina Genética. Pellestor nos ha hablado sobre su ponencia, chromothrypsis y la génesis de reordenamientos cromosómicos complejos en gametos y en embriones humanos.
Oh, it's a good question. I have no real data concerning this point. We know just that chromothrypsis, the frequency of chromothrypsis is about 10%, for instance, in cancer. This rate can reach 25% in bone cancer, but in constitutional genetics, we don't have really data. We just know that about 10–12% of people carriers rearrangements. Rearrangements that we believe to be balanced, in fact, are carriers of chromothrypsis. There is not really a diagnosis like we can imagine in clinic, because there are no real applications to date now. We are using new generation sequencing, and especially all these new techniques able to sequence long fragments of DNA. But now, because now we know chromothrypsis, we are able to perform in situ hybridizations, these traditional techniques, to confirm the existence on chromothrypsis directly on slide. It's a good question. Me, I think so, because when you look at the origin, at the genesis of chromothrypsis, we know that most of the chromothrypsis originate from the paternal germline, and now in clinic we can observe family with two or three generations of chromothrypsis with low fertility. I think that it's difficult to reply like this, because we don't have data enough. But anyway, it's evident that the presence or the genesis of chromothrypsis impact directly the quality of sperm, quality of oocyte, and also the quality of embryo. And if there are so massive rearrangement imagine into the nucleus of a zygote, you can imagine that it's quite difficult to have a nice development. The age factors is probably an important factor, because you know that with age there are a lot of pathway, a lot of mechanisms important, especially for repair the DNA damage coming from the sperm, for instance. According to the quality of the oocyte, according to the aging of the woman, all these mechanisms could be deficient, and if they don't work very well, especially the replications, is the open gate for the chromothrypsis. Maybe, but I don't think so, because probably the chromothrypsis occur during the first mitosis of the primary germ cells, before the meiosis. And I don't think that this could directly impact the spermiogenesis. I mean the last part of the formation of human gametes, male gametes. It's more subtle, you know, but I don't think so. Yeah, I was surprised about this first result, and when I make a review for preparing this talk, I saw that a few papers indicate that some parameters of in vitro in vitro handling or manipulations of human gametes, of embryo, some parameters such as the temperature, the oxygen watts, could stress the eggs, stress impact the early development of embryo, and this is good conditions for the genesis of chromothrypsis. But there are not real proof about that, but probably the in vitro conditions could be important for the genesis of chromothrypsis, probably.